If you've ever read a job posting asking for Agentic AI experience and thought, what the heck is the difference between that and AI agents? Well, this video is for you because honestly, most hiring managers don't even know. And that is a massive opportunity if you get this right. Now, if you're new here, I am Priyanka Vergadia, a cloud and AI executive with 15 plus years at big tech companies. And in this channel, I talk about careers and tools in tech. All right, so let me tell you, this whole AI agents versus agentic AI thing, it's literally the biggest mess that I have ever seen in tech. Now, people are getting jobs, losing jobs, building entire companies around these terms, and they have no idea what they actually mean. I promise you, by the end of this video, you are going to know more than like 90% of the people out there calling themselves AI experts. No joke. Okay, so with that, story time. Last month, I am on this call with this startup CEO. Super smart dude, just raised like $5 million. And he's all excited telling me about this revolutionary agentic AI platform that they're building. And I'm like, ooh, tell me more about this, right? Because true agentic AI, pretty rare and absolutely wild. So I am intrigued. So he goes, let me show you actually our demo. And I'm literally on the edge of my seat because I am thinking, okay, this is going to be some next level multi-agent orchestration stuff, right? And what does this guy show me? And I'm not kidding. A customer service chatbot with some connectors that are calling APIs to external systems. That's it. And I'm sitting there like, wait, hold on. That is not agentic AI. It's actually not even an AI agent. It's workflow automation with fancy marketing. And this guy, this brilliant, well-funded CTO, he has absolutely no clue there was even a difference. He'd been pitching investors, hiring developers, building his entire company strategy around words he didn't actually understand. And it's not just a random startup getting this wrong. This happens all the time. And I've seen Fortune 500 job listings, investors investing millions of dollars in these terms, tech blogs with millions of readers mixing these up, even some AI conferences where speakers are just completely confused. So why should you care? Well, there are three main reasons. They're kind of big. First off, you show up to a job interview and you don't know the difference. That's going to be rough, like really rough, right? Because there is that opportunity for you to make a difference. Second, if you're building anything AI related and you pick the wrong approach because you really just didn't understand what you actually need, well, congrats, you just wasted like 6 months of your life and probably a bunch of money too. And third is this AI space is moving so fast right now that understanding these basics, it's literally the difference between catching the wave and getting absolutely demolished by it, right? So with that in mind, the first thing I want to talk about is AI agents. All right, so let's break this down. First is AI agents. Now, AI agents is basically like hiring a really dedicated intern who is amazing at exactly the one thing, right? They will nail that one task every single time, but you ask them to do something else, they can't. Not happening. The key thing here, they work independently within their little bubble and they can make decisions, but it's all based on rules or training for super specific scenario. Now think of it like this. They have a really good playbook, but they can't improvise. Okay, so let's take a real example. If we were building AI agents for a service like Gmail, that could automatically sort your emails, suggest responses, even schedule meetings. These are all different AI agents that do one job. Email sorting agent, that's all it'll do. Response suggestion, different agent. Customer service chatbots, classic AI agents right there. They are trained on all the FAQ stuff and they can handle the usual questions. But the second you ask something weird, and you can think of Siri and Alexa and those voice assistants, totally AI agents. They'll control your lights, play your music, tell you the weather, but they're basically following a really sophisticated flowchart-ish type method. The big thing to get is the AI agents are reactive. You give them input, they process it, and based on that training, they spit out the output. But they're not really thinking or changing their approach. Now, Agentic AI is like assembling a team of AI agents that can actually collaborate, learn from each other, and work together to solve complex problems that no single agent could handle. Now, the key word here is autonomous. These systems can break down complex tasks, assign work to different agents, monitor the progress, and even redefine their approach if something isn't working. So let me show you what I mean with a real example from GitHub Copilot. Now, we're working on a system that could help with end-to-end software development. Not just code completion, one agent would analyze the requirements and then break them into tasks. Another would write code, which should be the coding agent. A third would test it. A fourth would review for specific security issues. The fifth would manage the whole process, making sure everything stayed on track. But here's the magic. If the testing agent found issues, it could communicate back to the coding agent, which could then adapt its approach. The whole system could learn and improve in real time. That's Agentic AI. It's autonomous, collaborative, and adaptive in ways that single AI agents just can't be. Now, Google's recent Gemini 2.0 release, that's designed specifically for Agentic AI systems, A2A protocol, Microsoft's new Copilot Studio, multi-agent orchestration, same thing, OpenAI's latest updates to their Agents API, all about enabling true Agentic AI workflows. Okay, but what does this actually mean for you in practice? Well, if someone asks you build an AI agent for customer service, you're looking at single purpose system. Training data, response templates, maybe some natural language processing. Definitely doable, probably a few weeks of work, right? If they ask you Agentic AI for customer service, they are talking about a system that can handle inquiries, escalate complex issues, coordinate with the human agents, learn from interactions, and then improve over time. That's a much bigger project. The cost difference, AI agents might cost thousands to build, while Agentic AI systems, we're talking much more costly because they are much more complex. Now, here's the test I use. Can the system work together with other AI systems to solve problems that it wasn't explicitly trained for? If yes, it's probably Agentic AI. If not, it's likely just an AI agent. Now, here's what's actually happening in the industry right now, and this is where it gets really interesting. Most companies saying that they are building Agentic AI, they are actually building AI agents, and that's okay. AI agents can solve a lot of real problems, but the confusion is creating some wild opportunities. Now, I am seeing job postings asking for Agentic AI developers. They are actually looking for people to build basic automation. If you know the difference and can deliver what they actually need, you are golden. I'm also seeing companies over-engineering solutions because they think they need Agentic AI when a simple AI agent would work perfectly for the use case. And honestly, some of the most successful AI implementations that I have seen are just really well-designed AI agents. Not everything needs to be a multi-agent orchestration system. So where is all this headed? And 2025 is genuinely the year where Agentic AI is becoming the production ready. The tools, the frameworks, the infrastructures are finally catching up to the vision. But that also means that the bar is about to get a lot higher for anyone that's working in AI. You're going to be asked not about RAG anymore, but more about how to build agentic AI systems, right? In your interviews. All right, so if you made this far, you now understand the difference between AI agents and agentic AI better than probably 90% of people in the industry. Congrats on that. If you found this video helpful and you're looking for more hands-on AI content, check out these videos where I explain Model Context Protocol and AI agents. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.